Hey, so today I'm doing a primary color Valentine's look and I'm just getting ready, so I'm just gonna tell you guys what I'm doing. So the first thing I did was spray water on my face and brush out my eyebrows, and then I used the Maybelline Clump Crusher in the shade Black Brown to just make sure that my brow hairs stay in a more upward motion. And then I just pluck away any stray hairs that I might have. The next thing I do is just take my Wet n Wild kohl eyeliner in black and make tiny little hair-like strokes to give my brows a little bit more definition. Next, I just take my clean spoolie and brush out them again to blend out any of the eyeliner that might be a little bit too harsh. Next, I take a small concealer brush and my Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Medium Deep, and I just blend that all out, carve my brows, and prime my eyelids. I'm also taking this a bit down like my under eyes and on little spots around my face, that way I can just have some extra coverage to them before I apply foundation. We will be doing an updated brow routine, I think the Sunday after Valentine's Day comes, so stay tuned for that. So here you can see me blending out all of the concealer using an angled brush. Next, I'm using this Clean Color foundation I got for like 50 cents literally at Daiso, and it works pretty well, surprisingly. I'm using my Swell concealer brush to spread this around my face, and then I'm blending this in with my beauty blender. Next, I'm taking the Coty Airspun powder and I'm setting my face where I crease the most, so underneath the eyes and on my smile lines, and then where I get oily the most, which is my forehead, and I'm just pressing in this instead of baking. And I'm just pushing all of that powder into those areas, and then I'm taking a big fluffy brush from Wet n Wild and setting my entire face. Next, I'm taking a contour palette and bronzing and contouring using a small contour brush. Next, I'm taking a square-shaped brush and contouring my nose using the same colors that I used to contour my face. Now I'm taking a baby pink and a brighter pink mixed together to give myself a nice blush, and I'm adding this to the apples of my cheeks and the tip of my nose. I'm carving my cheek by first taking a small brush and just making a really defined line, and then taking more powder and blending that out. Using the BH Cosmetics First Edition 120 color palette, I'm using yellow shades in my inner and outer corner first, and then I end up going over this with another yellow shade just to make it more vibrant. And I'm taking the Morphe 350M palette and using a red to just blend those colors together and create kind of the first set of primary colors. Then I'm taking a blue from the 120 color shadow palette and putting that next to the red in the center of my eyelid, and just making sure to really thoroughly blend all those colors together so they don't look like harsh lines. Then I'm taking a bit of translucent powder and putting it underneath my eyebrow just to make sure that the shape doesn't go into my eyebrow. And then I'm going to cut my crease in kind of like a circle shape, the way that Rosia Cervantes does, and this look is inspired by her. I love her looks so much. Using the Solar Flow palette, I'm taking the shade Photosphere and I'm adding that where I had the yellow. It's just more shimmery on the lid. Then with the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm taking the shade Vermeer and putting that in the center of the cut crease. I'm trying to keep this in a more triangle shape, so I'm not really going all the way over where I cut near the lash line. And then I'm just going to start blending that out using the red and the blue, just adding that in at an angle so that it keeps that triangle shape. I wanted the shade to be more vibrant, so I'm adding the ColourPop highlighter in the shade Might Be to give it a little bit of a more creamy base, so that I can take the shade Pegasus from the Supernova palette and add that over, and it's really going to give it a lot of brightness so that it can sparkle and stand out. I'm just going in with the red and blue again and making sure everything is really blended. And then I just take the yellow to make sure nothing got washed out. And next I'll take my angled brush and just make sure that the translucent powder cleans up my edges. And then I dust that away, putting the red and blue underneath my lower lash line. And I take Photosphere as a highlight, and then I take a little bit of Pegasus and add that over it. Then I take all three of the highlight shades from this palette and use that to blend Photosphere and Pegasus together. And then I just apply some nice wispy lashes that I get from wish.com. And then I'm applying the LA Girl lip gloss. It's just like a peachy nude type of shade. Taking an NYC red lipstick in Red Rapture and just applying that a little bit to make the lip gloss a little bit more red tone and cleaning up the edges with concealer. I'm cleaning it up a little bit more than I need to so that I have this concealer line around my lips, and then I'm taking a dark brown to kind of line my lips and add dimension. Last step is spraying my face and just blending my eyelashes with some mascara and adding some mascara to my bottom lashes and taking a little bit of Pegasus in my inner corner. Next, I wanted to make this more Valentine's-y, so I added some hearts to my face using the e.l.f. liquid liner. I love this eyeliner because it does take practice to use, but once you know how to use it, you never have to buy expensive eyeliner in your life, and this one's only $2, so that's pretty rad. So I chose to draw 3 hearts on my cheek, and then I felt like my face was off balance, not so much girl enough, because it's one side really heavy makeup and one just had the eyeshadow. So I added another 2 above my eyebrow, and here you can see more intricately like how I exactly draw the hearts. It's basically 2 dots and then connect the dots with a triangle. And that's the final look. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!